So we are back. We are solving some puzzles. Just like Trump got puzzled when he was hit. And basically, it was an assassination attack. And I saw that video where this bullet just ran through his ears, and there was some blood on his mouth as well. And it was really powerful to see that man at that age showing so much courage after being hit by a bullet. And I think that's really courageous. So let's solve this. This is the first puzzle, black to move. This is the only way I can see. Captures, I capture back. So you don't capture back here. Okay, you capture the bishop. All right. So that was the move. This is the pawn push. Now you can just push, take. All right. This was the puzzle with opposite colored bishops theme. All right. That was something. I completely missed out this so I was thinking what could be the right move. This was the only genuine looking move, and then it would be captured back, but I forgot here that this pawn here is guarding this bishop. So if this pawn moves, I'll be capturing this bishop, else my if the this pawn is not going to capture this black pawn here, this will simply go down and make a queen here, and that would be game over. So yes, that's how it was played, and white captures and the bishop was captured. If the pawn push, you can black can simply come down to b5, and then this would lead to the capture of the pawn. So all right, let's move. All right, next one. Okay, so what has happened in this? Okay, so knight was here and it has just been captured by the black bishop. So white is to move. Let's look at the black king. Black king isn't looking that safe because the white has his two b's along both the diagonals of the king. So this is being attacked. If our queen could come here, that could be a checkmate. That is the basic general looking idea how we look to solve this puzzle, or in general conditions in a match as well. So this is going to be the right move, because if you capture, you can capture it later as well, because this is a mating threat. So he has to deal it at this moment, and there is no way out for the black to solve this issue. All it can do is to push this pawn and attack our queen over here. If we miss our chance to mate, then our queen drops. So that's the basic theme. Let's come here, and that's the mating net theme, mate in 2. We have just used a pin of this knight because it cannot move, and our bishop is simply threatening here to take, but we don't take by the bishop. We put our queen here threatening to mate, and there is no way out that black can actually cover this. So it's a mate. Let's move to the third one. Is white to move. Okay, white to move. Black king is not very safe looking here. Black queen is also threatening to the black side, but both the rooks are guarding the white king. Okay, let's think what can be done. We can simply capture this pawn, and then we can, no, this rook is just looking at this. All right, if I take happens, and then you take, or maybe then you can take with this bishop as well. Right now this knight is attacking the bishop. Okay, so this is the solution. This is how you play during the game as well. Solving puzzles is as important as playing matches because you get to solve more critical situations that will come in a match, and that has already occurred in some of the matches, so there's high chance that it will occur in your match too. So more you solve puzzles, more you evolve. So basically I was looking at this area towards the king side, and I just got a move that you can simply put your rook here that is being guarded by the bishop. So if queen takes, you take by the bishop and you win. But what if the queen moves? So the answer to this question is queen cannot move because your rook is actually throwing a check to the king, and now the king has to move. And if the black want to not move his king, he has to take this rook by the queen, and then you will get this queen and simply win. This is it. So the theme is fork, or you can say double attack. Fourth one, black to move. Black is just being attacked by this bishop. Yes, this is what exactly happened. The black is threatening to take this rook, and now black is to move. Okay, this looks like a good move, giving a check. White, what are the white options then? Cannot move here. These all are blocked. This will be blocked, and this is the only remaining option for the white to move. If we do this, we fork king and this bishop, and we get this bishop for free. What if the white goes and give a check? Then we go up and we are just safe. Yes, this is the right move. If the check goes back, takes the bishop. Here you will be a bishop up because white has only a rook and you have a rook and a bishop. So black wins here. Alright. Rooks on 7th is the theme here. Let's move on. Alright. In this puzzle, the pawn has been pushed from g6 to g5 from the black, and now white is to move. So what are the options for the white? Black king cannot move here. We have to find a mate, I guess. And so this is the line we have to block. If we do this, gives a check. King cannot move because these two positions are blocked by its own pieces. This is blocked by the bishop. King cannot move, so black will have to capture this knight. Black will have to capture this knight once the knight moves to g6 and hits a check to the king. And just when this happens, we can simply put a check. And what is the way to defend this check is nothing, because this is a check. And how can I defend this? You can come in between, but then this will simply capture the bishop, and again there will be a check. And now this cannot move here, and these two places will be blocked by the queen, and that would be a mate. So this is a check, captures, moves back, bishop comes in the way, takes bishop, and there you go. Puzzle is solved. Theme would be mate in 3. Next one. So far we have did 5, and in this puzzle white just captured our knight on c6. Looks like black has blundered a knight, but we will check what could come. So we look at the board, and the first thing I see here is this king and queen are on the same diagonal. This means if I can ever put my bishop in a place where I can fork this both, I'll get a queen for my bishop, right? Because on a diagonal, obviously, only the bishop will fork, not the rook. So we have to put our bishop. And in this case, I can find a place g5 where my bishop can go. It is being guarded by the queen, which will fork both queen and the king of the black, and there's no way out. This attack can be blocked by the white, because what could black do? White do, sorry. You cannot push this pawn, else I'll take this queen, and there's no way out. Anything could come in between the bishop and the queen. So this is going to be the right move. In fact, this is the right move. All right. So white, instead of taking back by the bishop, queen, because if the queen takes, black takes back, and that would be a check. So white decided to take this pawn over here, and black would simply win the queen and the match. What is the theme here? It's pin. What was pinned here? Queen was pinned to the king. All right, let's move forward. 6 gone. This is the 7th puzzle, and knight just came to e4. Maybe he's trying to capture this knight here, and will have to capture this by our pawn, and our structure or the king safety would be ruined. That is what white planning. And what did the white missed? White is threatening here, and so this is the thing. White is threatening to take, and I get to see this, that this is a line that is been blocked by the queen, so this pawn cannot move, and we can take this as an advantage. We can get out the water of the stone. How? By this knight or the pony, you can say, coming to this f3 juicy spot, forking the king and the queen and the match as well, you can say, because this cannot be captured by this pawn. The pawn is pinned. So let's go. King moves, you get this queen. What is the move? Okay, so there was a check. White tried something to defend the match, but that won't happen. You simply take this back, and in the next move white may be going to capture this and try to continue playing, but white has a rook and a knight. Unless you blunder your queen, you're going to win with black. So that's it. 7 gone. Let's see the next one. White to move. Black just pushed his pawn to c5. White is to move. All right, this is blocked. Simple. I can see this bishop and rook could join together and make an attack on the white king, and when this happens, this rook is being threatened. This cannot come up because of this rook here. To save this rook, the king has to move up, and then what can we do? We can simply come down and hit a check here to the king. It is possible that rook goes in, and then we can hit again. This could happen. Is there another way to wait? Because this is a place where this king could hide. I think there's a mate somewhere. Where is the mate? Where is the mate? Just find for the mate. Yes, so I think you come here, you give a check, this moves up, you give a check here. Either the king moves, you get this rook, or the king goes down, you will have both the rooks here attacking this d6, and black will lose a rook, and therefore the match as well, because king cannot capture this or this, because both are interconnected and saving each other's ass. So that's it. You hit him with a check. This moves. You give a check again, not taking back, because once you take back, the king will take back and match will be slightly equal. And now you can just grab this rook and you remove the defender. That's the theme. And double rook is also the theme which we can obviously see solving this. 8 gone. 9th one is here. Black just grab our knight on e4. I can just see that this is also attacking. Rook can also attacking, but there are two defenders to this knight as well. So in this case, what can be done? This is the third defender as well. Black is doing fine. So you have 1 and 2 attackers for 3 defenders. Let's think. Okay, so this queen is being protected by this knight from this rook, correct? Basically, this knight is pinned. So you can add another attacker here. You can simply push the f pawn to f3, and now we are threatening to take this knight because this knight cannot move. And in case this knight tries to move, that would be a huge blunder, because our rook will simply capture this queen here, and we will get a whole queen in the broad daylight, and of course the match. That is the best move here. This is actually not. So what was the blunder here? Oh, might be that you take, it takes, and then you can push. And so if you push this f3 pawn, is there anything I'm missing? What am I missing? What is that exactly I'm missing? That if I hit this, could happen that knight can attack here and then to the queen. So if I capture, the queen gets captured, and then the match will be at equal. So the best move would be to capture by this. Now this is also not the best move, funny enough. Oh, did you see that? How can I miss that? This is what happens when you're not aware of the opponent's move. This is just a basic tactic that is being played. Opponent has deflected its knight from f6 to f4. Initially, this knight was defending the queen from this bishop here, and now it moves. So you do not have to capture back. You can simply grab this queen. This is the best move. Here, this was hanging. Let's solve the 10th one and we can wrap this out. Here you go. Black just took a pawn. White to move. How can white finish this? Because I don't see any move for the black king. The black king is suffocating. So all you need to do is to hit a check and the game would be over. How can you do that? Is there a sacrifice in place? What if we take here, and I don't think there's anything. You can simply take here and hit a check, and that would be over, because the king cannot move to this or this or this. Okay, so there's a place at a8 that the king could move at the moment, but then this bishop would come here hits a check, and this will be already be blocked by our bishop here. So there's a mate. That's a mate. So when you play more and more, you get to see the pieces, and you will just see the board and you will find the right move. This is how players play so much, and they get comfortable with a rapid and blitz game where there's no classical timing or lot of time available on the board, so you have to play quickly. And that would come when you play more and more, you see the places around, you see the positions better, and then you get to see what could be the best move, and then you find the forced lines, and then you win. Like in this case, I found out that the pawn was hanging, which would give a check, and the king cannot move to its left because of this bishop here. King cannot come up because of this king here, and this two positions was blocked. This was also blocked. This will be blocked by the bishop. So the only position available to the king is a8, and then I can simply put in my bishop and give a check, due to which the black king will of course be mated, because the black king is not going to capture back because of the our white king being sitting on the c6 and like a gangster. That's all. Thank you for today. See you next time. Bye bye.